Ace Podcast.
Hey, this is Aaron.
And this is Craig.
And you're listening to my favorite podcast, Don't Wake the Kids.
On the Ace Podcast Network.
Hey guys, this is Don't Wake the Kids. I'm Randall, and I almost said it. I almost said, as always, like I talked about it last week. Chris, you don't know yet. You haven't heard the episode.
No, I haven't.
And it's not out yet, actually. But yeah, whatever. Everybody that listened to last week heard that conversation. We don't need to have it. But hey, Chris is back.
Hey, what's up?
It's good to have you back, man.
It's good to be back. I miss this little room.
It's been different without you.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm here to save the day. Sorry.
Well, you could.
Before I tear your wall up.
Oh man, it's been crazy. So I decided to change it up a little bit. Mondays fucking blow. So we're going to come out on Mondays now so that maybe it'll help you guys enjoy your Monday a little bit better. I don't know. Also, it gives me more time to edit because I've found that with the kids and all that, it's hard for me to record and then get it completely done to be posted by the Wednesday that it goes out. So now that's going to give me a little more time. It also allowed me to watch Super Troopers 2 on Tuesday night when I should have been finishing up last week's episode.
It's all right. Important research.
Dude, that movie is so fucking funny. I'll be honest. I think it's as funny, if not funnier in parts, than the first one.
Impressive. It's actually, I think, their first sequel.
Yeah.
Because they've done several movies, but...
Yeah. This is the first sequel. And it was crowdfunded, which is crazy. But it's awesome.
Also,
it's so good.
I didn't realize it was all crowdfunded.
It was all crowdfunded. Yeah, they raised millions.
Didn't Kevin Smith do that with a movie, or...
He hasn't crowdfunded a movie, but he has a TV show right now called Hollyweed. We watched that last night.
Awesome show.
They just released the pilot. You can watch it on YouTube if you just search for Hollyweed, one word like Hollywood, except the pot version, Hollyweed pilot. Just search that on YouTube and you can watch the pilot for it.
It's got Ashley Larry, the sister from Blue Mountain State. And I can't remember who else. OJ and Silent Bob, of course.
Yeah, Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, Adam Brody, Ashley Green.
Yeah. Ashley Green?
Yeah, that was the chick that was standing outside at the end that was wanting to come in.
Yeah. I think I was thinking of somebody different.
No, that was her. But yeah, so if you watch it, if you like it, you can go to Rivet. I think it's rvt.tv. Just Google Hollyweed pilot Rivet, RIVIT, and you'll find the link for it. And you can they're basically asking you to pre-order the show. So you can choose anywhere from $1.99 to $5.99 per episode. And there's 6 episodes. And if they get enough pre-orders to meet their goal of it's a little over $5 million, then they'll make the show. I thought it was hilarious.
Hell yeah. If you like the show, keep on bringing some more. Help it out. Donate some money.
I thought it was really funny. I tried to get Amy to watch it last night. Like 5 minutes in, she's like, "This is stupid. Turn it off." And she's a huge Kevin Smith fan.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't know.
Whatever,
she's not
man.
as big of a fan as I am, so
I guess
whatever.
she didn't have a secret identity. That's her problem.
Inside joke if you watch the show. But guys, Facebook.com/Don'tWakeTheKids, Twitter, Instagram, DWTK Podcast, Patreon.com/DWTK Podcast. We have the merch store, dwtk.threadless.com. Been getting some orders there. That's awesome. Thank you guys for repping the Don't Wake the Kids merch. There's actually, I was looking at it today, and there's some new stuff under the, if you go to accessories, they've got some new bags. There's like we've got a laundry bag that's really cool. There's a drawstring bag. There's even like a overnight bag, which is pretty cool. I think it has a zipper on the top, and you can choose if you want the fabric handles or a rope handle. It was a cool looking bag. I'm probably gonna have to get myself a bag, use it as a gym bag or something, because right now for a gym bag, I'm using my really nice overnight bag that I got from Bespoke Post.
Oh. So I don't know, I might get one of those drawstring bags, use it for disc golf, something to carry my disc in.
Yeah,
My Sparks bag's tearing up a little bit.
that's a good idea.
Pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked. Can't wait to get my shirt in, though.
Yeah, it should be here tomorrow, actually. Yeah, I ordered myself some of the lounge pants. I got a shirt. I got a water bottle. I got you a shirt. I'm going to get you a tank top. I'm probably going to get myself a tank top. Maybe. Yes. I don't know. I'm going to get myself so many of the things because it's just cool stuff. You know, and I was looking at it. I don't really make much money off of it. They have a shower curtain. It's $50. I make $5 off that.
10%.
It's not bad. It's fun. Like, I just love the fact that there's Don't Wake the Kids merch out there now.
That's
cool.
pretty. It's awesome advertisement, man.
Yeah.
All the way up in Canada.
It's like the coolest. Yeah, Lilith. Shout out to Lilith. She got a bath mat, which blows my mind. And she's also saying she's going to get a shower curtain to just make it a Don't Wake the Kids bathroom, which is so funny to me. But yeah, if you guys order stuff, be sure to post pictures. The store, I can actually add pictures of people repping the merch. So if you want to take a picture of yourself wearing your shirt or your pants or holding the bag or laying on a Don't Wake the Kids blanket, whatever, take a picture and tag the page in it on Facebook or tweet it at me, however you want to get it to me. And I can use you as a model on the page if that's what you want. It's kind of cool.
Cool.
Once we get our shirts, I'll probably throw some pictures of us wearing the shirts on there.
Yes. Just the shirts?
Just the shirts, nothing else.
Nothing else. All right.
And I'll make sure they are they're full body pictures.
Yeah, I need the long tee.
You know, I doubt they'd let me show dong in our ads.
Huh.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
They'd be really small ads.
What are you talking about, man? It's gonna be like those old pornos with the little pull down flap.
What? Oh.
The little pornos with like a little pull down little
the
fold out. Yeah, there we go.
Oh man. Well, so
JK.
Yeah, obviously.
Don't want to brag.
I don't think I told you this story. I was at Walmart the other night. I had to go get something. Oh, I had to go get toilet paper.
TP.
We ran out of TP. And
ooh, that's scary.
Yeah. So it was like 10 o'clock at night. I ran to Walmart to get a thing of toilet paper, and I walked down the aisle that the toilet paper is on, and there's this, I'll say a woman, because she was probably in her 30s, maybe early 40s, but she was like...
There's a big difference between 30s and 40s.
I couldn't tell, because she was like somewhere between 4'9", 4'11". She was not at the 5 foot mark for sure.
So she was a midget?
She was. I don't think so. I think she was just really short.
So like a Becca midget?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody gets that, but yes. Yeah, no, she was just really short. And so I grabbed, and I felt kind of bad because the toilet paper I wanted was right above her head, right level with my face. And I grabbed it, and she was trying to reach one that was on the shelf right above that. And so she's like kind of, I'm using my hands here. I know none of you, unless you're watching on Patreon, none of you can actually see what I'm doing, but she was reaching up and kind of like clawing at it, trying to knock one down. Oh. And I was like, oh, can you not reach that? I'll get it. And I grabbed it and handed it to her. She's like, I could have fucking reached it. And she just like tucked it under her arm and stormed off. I was like, oh shit, I was just trying to be helpful.
Jeez, sensitive subject, man.
I'm sorry that you're really short and man, but I stood there stunned for a second. I was like, oh shit, like my bad.
Man, not to discriminate or anything, but
you saying not to discriminate, it makes me think of, I think it was last week's episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last week's episode, YouTube channel of the week was, and fuck, I can't remember the actual name of the channel, but it's Letterkenny.
Oh yeah.
The funniest, my favorite episode so far, I think it was their latest one. They're talking about sex or kissing and telling, and they keep saying, not to be impolite, but
yeah. I like the one where they're all playing baseball, and then the big dude.
That's the one.
Okay, that one. That's the yeah. That one's hilarious. That is my favorite opening.
Yeah, it was really funny.
But
anyway,
yeah, we're on talking about short people and stuff. I had an awkward encounter one time. Now this is back when I was really big into getting really stoned everywhere I went. And so on my way to getting a haircut, I thought it'd be really smart to get pretty buzzed lit before I went there. And always used to just go to Walmart to get my haircut. And I showed up one day and there was a midget there. Usually have no
little
issue.
person.
Oh, sorry. Is that the correct term?
I think that's the correct term.
Okay.
Little
you
person.
can. Can we edit that out somewhere? So
No, it's fine. I corrected you. You were ignorant. You didn't know. Ignorant's not a bad thing. You just didn't know. So now you know.
All right. Well, little person was there, and
actually, sorry, I got to cut you off. On an older episode, John told a story about how he went to see midget wrestling. You can use it in that term because that's what they call it, is midget wrestling, if that's the title. But he went on with the story and he kept talking about stuff that was happening and he kept referring to them as midgets. But he said little person once, and I went back and cut every midget, every time he said midget out and replaced it with that one time that he said little person, and it was almost flawless.
Impressive.
Yeah.
But no, I was like this little person and she, cut hair. So I was like, hey, no big deal or anything like that. Scariest haircut ever in my life. She had this little thing where she walked around me. It was like a little
platform.
Yeah, platform built around me. And I don't know, man. It's like she was taller and bigger than me. Like it's kind of emasculating.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
But yeah, that's my little person encounter.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember we used to work at Best Buy together?
Yes, we do.
We had a manager named David who was terrified of little people.
Oh, double D.
There was, and everybody knew it. It was the weirdest thing. Like, he was just legitimately, irrationally, obviously, afraid of them.
Yes, very.
And we had there was a couple that would come in every once in a while. And anytime they were in the store, he was in the break room. Well, he didn't see them come in once. And I saw them go down the printer aisle. So I called over the radio that customer service on the printer aisle and that they were requesting him, and we stood back and watched as he strolled over there, turned down the aisle, and it was like a ballerina doing a pirouette, how he just kind of spun around in the aisle and beelined it to the break room. He was so mad.
He has actually left the store one time. Because he got someone, I forgot, surprised that I tricked him or something like that, and he was not expecting it at all and just beelined it out.
Moral of the story, kids, there's no reason to fear little people. They're just people. Stop being dicks.
Yes.
Chris, this is something that I wanted to test out. I found out to take the US Citizenship Test for immigrants, they have a bunch of questions. I want to say it was like 100 questions, and they choose 10 of them at random, and you have to get 6 correct to pass the citizenship test. I've got the quiz, or I've got the test.
Yes.
Do you want to take it?
I want to know if I am a citizen, because I'm not thinking I'm going to like the answer.
I got 10 out of 10 when I took it.
Oh,
but like I said, it is random, and maybe I just randomly got lucky and got 10 that I knew. Well, one of them I guessed.
If I had to cite, I don't think I can even cite the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. That's how un-American I am.
Really? First question is, what is the name of the What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now?
Mike Pence.
You got that one right?
Yeah, Mike Pence. The dude that doesn't sleep in bed with his wife.
This is one I got. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States?
Attacks.
Terrorists attacked the United States. Question 3. What is the supreme law of the land?
Wait, what? What do you mean, what law do we follow?
What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution?
Let's see. The Constitution. You got it right. Nice. Okay, here. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
That would be the Atlantic.
The Atlantic Ocean.
Man, so far I'm a citizen.
You're killing it so far. Name 2 national U.S. holidays.
We got Labor Day. Or no. 4th of July and Labor Day.
Let's see.
Yes!
Independence Day is on there, so is Labor Day.
Yep. Day the president blew up those aliens.
All right, now name 1 problem that led to the Civil War.
I'm not going to go with the obvious one because I've always been told that's not. I'm not going to go with the obvious one because I've always been told by my teacher that's not the why the Civil War.
I haven't seen the answers to this one, but I can guarantee you that it's on there.
I know, but I don't want to make it a race thing.
I mean, it's one of the reasons that.
But I will say, we'll go with...
I want to say that...
There was something with the...
But on topic of what you just said, I think history teachers saying that is really whitewashing history. I think that it probably is more of a reason than they teach. Yeah, no.
That's probably so. History was what's
the one problem you want to go with?
We'll go with slavery and something about
slavery.
Yeah.
I would have said states' rights was my.
See, I was gonna go with economic reasons, but I thought they were something more like not that vague.
Yeah.
So.
All right. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
Ooh, is it the Republic or the Senate?
Yeah, that's
the House Speaker. I want to go with Senate. Probably wrong.
Speaker of the House.
So House Speaker, whatever. Close enough. Whatever.
That was one I had on mine that I got right.
I didn't get that one right.
All right. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years?
Ooh.
I don't know. I think I know this one.
Is it 2?
That's what I was thinking. 2, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States.
Mississippi.
There you go. The other one's the Missouri River.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Huh.
All right. And what do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
The flag.
Of course. And the United States.
Which symbolizes... That's what the flag symbolizes,
right. You got 9 out of 10.
I'll take it.
Good job, Chris. You're a citizen.
Yes. I passed my citizenship. Don't I have to sing a song? One of Amazing Grace or something?
I need you to sing the entirety of the national anthem right now.
Yep. Well, I failed. Hello, Mexico.
I'd go to Canada, honestly. No, before Mexico.
I thought, can I just get into Canada?
See, no, it's pretty strict.
Yeah.
I have a couple friends that moved up there at the beginning of this year, and it's quite a process.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere though. I like it here.
I'll just take a tunnel to Tijuana.
I just wouldn't want to live in Mexico. I don't want to live somewhere where I can't drink the water.
Yeah, well, that's why
I drink so much water.
That's why they have tequila.
I drank 1.5 gallons of water yesterday.
Man, I don't think I can drink that much tequila in one day.
I would hope not. I would really hope not.
Were you there the last night that I downed tequila at my house, or were you at that party?
I don't think so. I wasn't at a lot of the parties.
Oh yeah, you had responsibilities and shit going on.
Yeah,
Mr. Responsibility. Well, let's just say, man, I cannot drink tequila ever because of that. Rudy dared me, and I just laid on my back, had the bottle in my mouth, and let the whole fifth drain.
No, apparently I would die. You probably should have died.
Well, apparently, I think I lost a life.
I'm glad you didn't.
I think I lost a life that night because I did pass out for a good 10-15 minutes, then crawled in there, and I think Alex even woke up in the middle of the night at one point and kicked me over, and bile and all that stuff came up. So yeah, I probably should have died that night.
Oh man, no thanks.
Yeah, I'm not about that alcohol poisoning.
Yeah. Speaking of alcohol poisoning, let's get into the first segment this week is parenting advice. I didn't even, you know what I just realized when I was typing up the show notes, I didn't even think about checking Twitter this week because last week it was shit. There wasn't anything. So no Twitter this week again. But
we're letting Twitter catch up,
Yeah.
We're slacking.
But parenting advice this week, any week, really. If you have a question or if you want advice, and I think this week's question is going to give you an idea of how open we are to your questions. Send your questions or advice requests to don'twakethekids@acepodcasts.com. Or just send it in a message to any of the social media pages. This week's question comes from Pissed Off and Wants Silence.
Is that his name?
That is his name, or her name, I guess.
Oh.
Pissed Off and Wants Silence wants to know, when trying to get your kid quiet, how much chloroform is the correct amount? Chris, you're not a parent. What would you think is the correct amount?
I mean...
You work in a hospital.
I mean, in all reality... 0. I mean 0. But I'm trying to think of what the legal, amount it could be without killing someone. I mean, can you kill somebody with chloroform? I don't know enough about chloroform.
I don't know. I know it knocks you out, right? That's about all. That's apparently the extent of my chloroform knowledge. Let's Google it here.
Now, I do know there was a time whenever I got a Dramamine pill, and I remember taking that and just passing the fuck out and then waking up in my parents' house. Oh, that's how one lady took care of us.
How much chloroform is safe in water? The EPA limit for total... Jesus Christ, I'm not reading that word. A class of chemicals that includes chloroform in drinking water is 100 micrograms per liter. Wow, that's not much.
It's a very small microgram.
That's crazy. So yeah, I think the safe answer there, Pissed Off and Want Silence, is to not give them chloroform. Just lock them in the closet. That is not my personal choice, but if I had to choose between the closet and chloroform, I think I'd go with the closet.
Where do you find chloroform?
I'm
just
know.
curious. I mean,
I guess, can you order it online? Can we get on Amazon and buy some chloroform?
I don't know, I think you gotta be a spy or something. You have like some kind of little spy outlet you go through.
Or a rapist?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Wow.
I'm just.
Anybody
I
out
watch
there
a
know?
lot of TV. All you rapists listening, let me know where you get your chloroform so that we can let Pissed Off and Want Silence know how to quiet their kid.
There we go, bringing the rapist and the parent community together. Look at us.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened on this show. Oh, I apologize. Jesus. Well, let's move on.
Well, next subject.
Right? Chris, what is your real news or fake news for me this week?
Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to go with, as you can read there, prison bans Game of Thrones. Right off the top of your head, what is your thought?
I'm going to say true.
Prison bans the Game of Thrones books because inmates might do something with all those maps. That's the actual title there. So
What?
does that change your opinion?
That does change my opinion.
Yeah, very much. All right, here we go. George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire books are a little grim as far as pure escapism goes, but that hasn't stopped at least one Maryland prison from banning them on the grounds that their contents qualify as potential tools for escape. Per a recent piece for the Marshall Project, courtesy of our Maryland Correctional Institute for Women resident Kimberly Herico, Martin's books have apparently been permanently banned from being owned by prisoners at the facility because they contain maps considered contraband regardless of whether they depict Jessup, Maryland, or King's Landing, Westeros. Note to ourselves, it's really time to get our shit together and finish that Prison Break-esque escape thriller where someone hides their real map in the margins of one from a Tolkien book. So, goes on. Of course, the draconian approach to dragon-based literature isn't entirely surprising, prisons not being especially well known for their flexibility or common sense approach to the topic of rules. Still, Hiroku lays out the true absurdity of the system at length as exemplified by an unseen Miss Beatrice, apparently the older woman who determines what is and is not contraband in the prison's mailroom. Other banned items under Miss B's watch, pictures of alcohol, greeting cards, and even on one memorable occasion, a ceiling from the Arbor Day Foundation. Trees are contraband, quotations.
I'm going to stick with my initial thought. I think it's true. Like it said in the article, the prison system is stupid.
Yeah, this one's actually pretty tricky because it's found under Not the Onion.
Yep.
But come to find out, it's from AV Club News, and that is owned by the Onion, actually.
But
they own actually a stake in the Onion, shall I say?
Okay.
And so I'm trying to look into it. I can't find anything that clarifies whether it's is or not. But according to the comment section, I'm gonna go with it is true.
Nice.
So good job.
Yay me! Finally,
man.
I'm on a roll with yours. You gotta stump me, Chris.
I really thought I had you there. I thought the title was really just gonna blow that one out of the water.
See, the title, I could see it being true for other reasons, like they don't want the violence and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then when you said the maps, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then as you're reading it, I started thinking like what they could also use those maps to like say, okay, King's Landing is the kitchen, and then map out the prison on that map and it plans. Yeah,
that's pretty much what a lot of the comments under the Reddit section was saying.
Really?
That they were saying, yeah, it could be something like that. That or them bitching about the Winds of Winter not showing up yet.
yeah. God, he needs to hurry the fuck up.
Hey, I hope he never listens to that. He might kill off like my favorite character.
I don't care who he kills off as long as we get to read about it.
Man, if you act like that, he's never gonna finish.
He's not. He's gonna die before it happens. At least we've got next season. We get to see how it all ends, at least in HBO's eyes.
Whatever, man. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I mean, at least the Winds of Winter is pretty much close to being done, so I think we're gonna make it through that.
It's been closed for 20 years.
Yeah, but and then that leaves
Slight
only one other
exaggeration,
book
but-
left, technically, doesn't it? After the Winds of Winter.
There's no telling. He said there's only 2 books left for the last 4 books.
That's true.
All right, we just devolved into Game of Thrones talk. Sorry.
There we go. Yeah, let's get back on route there.
You have your YouTube channel of the week.
Oh, check out this. This is a little funny comedic cartoon, Simon's Cat. Funny little show. This guy does little cartoons of his cat's life. I mean, a little over dramatized, but little cute ones. The one I watched is my favorite thing with the crow. So the cat just sitting there fighting with the crow up on the fence.
I'm gonna show the kids that. I think they'll get a kick out of it.
Definitely something family friendly, something the kids would actually really enjoy, and I think even adults or cat people.
There's no dialogue or anything. It's just a cartoon with cat and stuff.
Yeah, 2 to 3 minute long cartoons.
So check out Simon's Cat.
Yep.
Their episodes are about as long as that segment was today.
That is true. Now to the nitty and gritty.
Yeah, so we talked about a kid's cartoons, and
And
then we're going to get into the Playboy Advisor.
Look at us bringing everything together in full circle.
You just don't wake the kids. This week's Playboy Advisor comes from the December 1968 edition.
Fine year.
I've read out of this one before. It's got lady. I have no idea who's on the cover. Still don't know that. Can't find it anywhere in here.
She looks like the poster child of 70s.
60s, yeah.
Oh, was it 60s?
Yeah, 68. But yeah, she's wearing Christmas tree light.
She was
Like
ahead
a
of her
Christmas
time.
tree light dress, standing on a Christmas tree base with presents around her.
Look at them objectifying women back then.
1968, man. But, so this week's Playboy Advisor question. One evening, my date, whom I'd been seeing regularly, and I visited a local cocktail lounge. Surprisingly, she got quite stoned and we left. We drove out to a quiet spot in the country store. It doesn't say store there. I don't know why I added that.
Necessary. Now I just picture them showing up in the random country store in the middle of the night.
Man, it's late. Spot in the country where, in time, she apparently sobered up. She then began kissing me profusely. I returned the favors with delight, and soon we went all away. From
Dun,
that
dun,
day
dun.
to this, she has not spoken to me, nor even looked at me. My impression is that she thinks I took unfair advantage of her, which is simply not true. I would like to resume our relationship, but don't know where to begin. Can Playboy offer a solution? That comes from MF in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That actually reminds me of a story one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I won't mention any names, but a friend took some ecstasy and then hooked up with a guy on it. And apparently it was the best sex ever. But after they sobered up, they could never look each other straight like an eye. Like they I guess they reached some kind of peak level in their like sex life and that's it. I guess they just walked away after that. I guess got all weirded out by it. But yeah, let's see what Playboy has to say.
So the Playboy Advisor responds, begin by calling to ask her to lunch or a coffee date. Persist in letting her know you are interested in her, not solely in sex with her, and that she's someone you hope to continue dating. She is probably worried about what you think of her and full of her own doubts and guilts. If you let her know you want to keep seeing her, her confidence in both of you will be restored and she will gradually realize that what you had together that night in the car was just one kind of good time. You know, the Playboy Advisor, even back in the 60s, or I'll say, let me rephrase that. The Playboy Advisor in the 60s really seemed to be ahead of its time from what I understand about that time.
Yeah, well, that's good on them.
Right? Well, this is a short show this week. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No. Don't have any.
No. Just nothing.
No,
Nothing
no.
I want to talk about at all.
No.
I'm fucking done.
Nope, the underwear gnomes kept my underwear alone, so I'm good there. I mean, life's good.
life is good.
Busy, hectic.
Just very, very. I'm still dealing with. I can't say dealing with because that sounds like it's a burden, but it's not. I enjoy helping her. But my neighbor across the street is still in the rehab facility, so I still go to see her almost every day, take her mail, and help her with her bills and stuff.
Oh, nice.
I went and saw her yesterday, and she asked me she used a word that I've never heard before, like staph or something like that. It was something similar to that, and she could see the look on my face. I had no idea what she was talking about. She wanted me to get it out of her closet and bring it to her. She said, it's like a cape. I was like, okay. When I actually saw it, I was like, oh, got it. Okay, it's a sweater that is long, like not just in the back. It's long all the way around, but it has one button at the very top. But anyways, yeah.
Oh, okay. So what was it called? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was it was something like safe or safe. Or, I'm not sure. Like it was, like I said, it was a word I've never heard before. But yeah, I've been busy with that. I started going to the gym, so I'm getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. Not every morning, 5 days a week, going to the gym. Trying to lose my dad gut. All you dads out there know what that's like, I'm sure. Maybe not all of you, but majority of you know what married life does to your gut.
I'm not even a dad, and I have a dad gut.
You've always kind of had the dad bod, though.
Yeah, I've always rocked the dad bod pretty well.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I used to have a six-pack, and I got very far from it for a while. I'm slowly getting back there.
I think the dad bod is not acceptable if you don't have kids, because I think that's like one of the requirements to be a dad.
No, I think it's a way of life now. You've seen
it's just a way of life.
You've seen the BuzzFeed articles where they're talking about women prefer the dad bod now.
I don't read BuzzFeed.
You have a Facebook and it just shows up. I don't go to BuzzFeed and look at these things. I've seen it in passing. I'm not gonna say I didn't click on it because at the time I saw it, I had a dad bod and I just wanted a little, self-reassurance that my wife still loves me even though I'm getting fat.
Whatever, Mr. No Sugar. I've got to do the no sugar diet, man. I gotta lose a few inches myself.
Yeah, cutting out sugar, it takes off a lot quick. It sucks. It's really shitty at first, but and now I crave it all the time.
Oh wow! Sound like this guy that told me that
I
was
don't really
on meth one time, and you're like, man, today I still crave it. It's like I haven't touched it in 15 years, but I still crave it.
Yeah, I mean it's not like I crave it. Like I don't get cravings.
Gotta
it's
have
just
your
like
fix.
I'll think about. Well, I don't have to think about it because it's all over my fucking house. Amy will come home with a cake. And I'll look at it and just be like, man, just one piece would be fine, but it's not. It would fuck up my stomach.
Well, my dad's kind of doing the same thing. He's doing that keto diet because he found out he's a slight diabetic, and yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's looking actually really good. You can look in from the backside and definitely see it. His pot belly's going away.
Look at him you checking your dad's ass out, Chris?
No, not like that backside. Now you're the one that went straight to the ass. Now I was just talking about.
I
his
always
back.
Go straight to the ass.
I'm saying, man, I was actually talking about his back.
Man, well, so that's it.
I think that's it, man.
So, guys, dad advice for this week: don't chloroform your kids.
You can't use.
You probably shouldn't lock them in the closet either.
Sorry, I don't care.